Welcome back to On Spirit Time with Venus. I wanted to make a special video. I think they're a subscriber, but I'm not sure. Who is it? Lomoflowz. Yeah, I want to make a video for you. So, I wanted to make you a video because, I seen that you're wanting to you're going to get yourself a spirit box. And I just kind of felt inspired to encourage you and kind of talk about it. I don't know what all you've seen in my videos or whatever, but I'll make one directly to you. So, I've had my channel about 7 months. I can't remember when I got the spirit box. I think maybe in October, I'm thinking. I know it was before Halloween because I had it then. And I remember trying to use it and getting frustrated because I didn't think it worked, So basically, I get this spirit box, right? This one right here. And it's kind of dark right now, and I'm sorry. Okay, so basically, this is a FSB8. So it's like a spirit box 8. I don't know. Can you see that okay? Yeah, so basically, you can change the rate. So, the rate of, how fast it's going through the channels, you have control over that. You can go super fast, or you can slow it down as slow as it can go. I don't know. It's got, I don't know, about 10 speed settings, something like that, close to it. And when it's going real fast, you can't hear shit. And sometimes it's just going too slow and it's picking up and staying on a radio station too long or whatever, you know what I mean? This is just basically a mini radio, that's all it is. See, there's an antenna right here. And you can get AM and FM on here, and you can do them separately. So you can, sweep through the AM if you want, or you can switch over to the FM and, sweep the FM. And you can go forwards or you can go backwards. And I guess the only thing that's really special about this is the speed rate. You get to adjust the speed, and then it's got a cool little, let me turn it on, because you could do this with a regular radio, you know what I mean? But you need something, yeah, you need a digital radio where you can go through the channels, but it only has one speed, so. And I tried doing it that way for a while. And I think about the only thing that happened to me is I could have sworn the radio shut off on its own, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. But there's an actual flashlight on here, so I'll allow you to get a flashlight, and a temperature thing, where you can see what the temperature is, see how it changes like that. It's from Celsius to Fahrenheit temperature, it's just a radio. You're supposed to keep the antenna down, you don't want, false positives or anything, but the thing is, you're gonna surf through the radio stations, and you got to filter out the ghost. So you gotta kind of, ask it questions, or ask it its name, and, listen to it in the mess of everything, you know what I mean? And that's basically what you do with this, a lot of times, it feels like it's not working, but then the times that it does, you're just hell yeah, you're it keeps you hanging on just a little bit longer for all the times it don't seem like it's working. But basically, let's put it this way. I had it for a month and a half before I heard something that could have been something. So basically, I was making a video for Little Peep's mom, and I was inspired to do that because I seen an interview of her, and she looked so upset, and and my heart goes out to people when they're sad and stuff like that, and, I just wanted to reach through and just give her a hug, because it's just I hate seeing people that sad, and, I just wanted to make her a video and see if I could get a hold of him. And I was and if he says his first name, then we'll know it's him, you know what I mean? Because his name is Gus. Little Peep's name is Gus. And, if he says his first name, then we're going to know it's him, right? Well, I'm sitting here, talking to her and everything, making a video for her. And, I'm here. You know, like, I was just like, well, that's weird, you know, because I've never heard really anything on here before. That's weird. I'm like, okay, well, we'll wait for more. Well, then I end my video with her because I didn't hear anything. But, like, I made, like, a couple other videos because I always make a few, and then I'll put some up and I'll delete the rest. But there was one I did that I didn't put up where, because I was trying to get it to say stuff on the spirit box, it's like I feel like I've recorded enough noises, you know, because, like, in one of them, I was talking to her and I heard boom, 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 you know, like all this, like, crazy sounds, and I flew up out of the chair and was like, what the fuck is going on? You know, and I looked around and I didn't see anything, and I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I was like, I prefer them to come through the spirit box than to show up and, like, make all kinds of noise, I'll tell you that. It freaks you out, it startles you like you're not expecting it, you know. But basically, when I went to, you know, I made a video for her, and then I went off kind of on my own, and I went back and was directing it at him again, you know, trying to get his attention. I'm like, come through for your mom, motherfucker, you know. And he did. He did. He made me cry and everything. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because it was such a big deal to me. It made me freaking cry on film, dude. And I was embarrassed by it, but it was real. And I just wanted to, like, I really feel like I captured something because he said his name, Gus, you know. It was the first time I ever heard anything like that. And, like, it'll always hold a space in my heart, and, like, it'll be, you know, like, I don't know. And it just seems like ever since then, you know, I've been getting people to say their names, but it just seems like it takes a while. If you bug them long enough, it seems like they'll finally do it or something. Because I remember I bugged Juice WRLD for 9 days straight. I'm like, Juice WRLD, where the hell are you? Like, I try to use guilt trips on him and all kinds of shit, just fucking with him, you know. I even was all, like, making jokes, like, instead of where's Waldo, where's Juice WRLD, you know. And ever since then, like, I hear him all the time on here, you know, so it's crazy. I think he wants to say hi to his mom, you know, as I've been hearing him say Carmela. But I'm going to turn this on with you, you know, just so, I don't know, it's just like I like that you're interested in it. And, you know, I want you to see what to expect. You know, it's not going to be easy hearing things. And you really got to spend a lot of time listening, and I mean hours and hours. I remember this one day, I was listening to it for 8-9 hours, you know, and people are like, holy shit. Like, I'll be in the car listening to it. Like, everywhere I go, I'm listening to it because I'm waiting for something to come through. Like, I'm looking for the next kind of, like, the next break, you know, like, I've gotten them to say their name, now I'm trying to get them to say more, you know. And I don't know, like, I think they might be limited to what they can say, which is like, okay. I don't get it, but there's a lot of shit we don't get, so it's like, for my understanding, they know they get it talking about them and shit. Like, they just know because, you know, like, and then you have random people stop through, and they know you fuck with them and stuff, but, like, you haven't thought about them in a minute, and they'll just pop in. Like, what the fuck? Like, but they just say their name, like, Tupac stopped in. Tupac was all like, I was like, listening to it on my spare time, and it's like, Tupac. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's crazy, but cool at the same time. I didn't capture it, though, because I do a lot of stuff on film, off film, and that was just something that occurred off film, and it sucked. But it happened, you know, and it was just, like, it was cool. But it just, like, goes to show, like, they know about you, they must talk about you, And if they want to say something, they'll stop in. Like, it's crazy. You know? And it's like, I know it's not believable until it happens to you. I just know that I see a lot of orbs, but they're like black most of the time. They don't have colors. They're either little tiny ones, like I've seen tiny sparkly ones that are like different colors, like pink and shit. But most of the time I see them as shadow figures or just like black orbs. You know? Like that was before when I was just didn't have the spirit box. And I'd just be sitting there waiting for them to do something. And I would see shit moving around. I'd hear people or hear stuff, you know, falling or whatever, and what sounded to be falling. And I would look around, I wouldn't see anything, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've heard disembodied voices where it would say like 2-3 things, and I didn't understand a fucking thing it said, but I fucking heard it, and I'm like, I heard it like 8 fucking times. And since I've been doing the spirit box, it drowns out everything. But before, when I was relying just on that, like, it still seemed like stuff was happening. So, hi baby, what you doing?
You want to see the bracelet I'm in?
Hold on, what?
Can you see the bracelet I'm in?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm freaking.
Uh-huh. Cool. Alright, you gotta get up out of here. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Why is it green?
You're distracting me, man.
I know.
But, hey, let's do one together. Let's see if anybody will come through. I'm pretty much gonna leave it open for whatever spirit is here that wants to say that they're here. I've pretty much been working with Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Do you know who that is? I've been trying to get her to talk to me, and she comes through a lot, I think, you know, but I don't, it's hard to get it out of her what happened. Like, it's really hard to filter through all that stuff. It's hard on your ears and shit. But what I was gonna say, you know, I like trying to get a hold of Celeste Rivas Hernandez or, a few other people, but Juice WRLD comes through a lot. You'll probably hear him. But, the Sono X10, do you have an iPhone? If you do, Sono X10, you know, look for it in the app, Sono X10. It's a free spirit app that you can use until you get your spirit box. Hopefully, just try to find some free thing and just mess with it or something like. But the Sono X10, I use it, and so does like other ghost hunters. Like it was recommended from, or it wasn't recommended, but he was just saying which one he used because everybody wanted to know what he was using, so he told you. And so that's the iPhone one, but it's like a word bank, and what they're supposed to do is manipulate the words into what they want to say, but it's not supposed to be full words or full sentences. It's just supposed to, and it's not supposed to speak any other language but English. You know, so, and it works. You know, like I don't mess with it a lot because I have to be on my phone to use it and I have to record, so I needed something like this for my channel. I don't know if you're making a channel or what you're doing, but I wish you luck, and if you ever need any help from me, like, I'll help you with what I can. I will say I don't know if it's safe or not. So far, I feel okay. There's times I've been freaked out, and I feel like air. What the fuck? Why is there sudden air? Yeah, I experience shit like that too. Like, you'll feel like stuff touching on you, or like you'll feel hot on your face or hot on your back, or like cool. Like, I'm telling you, if you're that, I don't know your reasoning for doing it. Like, if you're just kind of lightly messing around in it, or if you're serious about, you know, speaking with spirits. But I've always been curious, you know. And when people start, you know, like now I'll be somewhere like today, like I was at the store and this lady was drinking out of a cup with a picture on it. I'm like, what is that, your husband? And she's like, no, that's my papa. She's like, I'm having coffee as my papa. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, he's not here though. You know, he passed away. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And the first thing that comes to mind now, you know, since I've been doing this for almost a year is, you know, like, I'm like, I want to talk to her, try to talk to her relative. And it's like, I don't want to get people's hopes up because it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. You know, like, I don't understand why. It just is. Like, you cannot guarantee they are going to come through. And at the same time, you can't really guarantee it's them. But when they say stuff that's confirming, I mean, all you can do is be like, I think that's them. It's like, why? And then I'm trying to figure out why Juice World is still around here. And, you know, I told him I'd quit smoking cigarettes. And I told X I'd quit smoking cigarettes. And haven't stopped. And I know it's not funny, and I'm working on it, guys. These are my last 2 packs of cigarettes, okay? This is a torturous time. Like, you guys have no idea how torturous this is. But trust me, like, I'm gonna stop, I promise, okay? Because I told him I would, and then I haven't. I don't like it when I don't keep my word, but it is hard. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be going out without them for a minute, and I'm like, oh, I can't.
Power on.
I can't do this anymore.
Bluetooth connected.
Uh-oh. See, alright, so before I got this off Amazon, and it was $80-something. It came with no jacks, no nothing. So you have to have your own headphones for it. You have to have your own jack. Luckily, we had like a bunch of extra shit. So I could connect this to a speaker, you know, of any, you can connect it to any speaker, but you gotta have like the right attachments, and it's like a circle. It's not like, hold on, I don't know what I'm talking about. It takes a jack like that, you know, and like whatever end, you know, because I guess it just depends on your speaker, but my speaker, what the hell is going on? I hope this ain't a boring ass video, man. The fuck? Is this coming out here? You hear that? It's like, but it's gonna get loud because this is AM, right? I'm gonna go backwards. We're at the slowest speed. You see that? Damn it. I hope you can see all that. Right now we're at the slowest speed, so we're gonna go backwards. Instead of forwards, we're gonna sweep backwards. So let's see, I told you it gets loud. That's why I say I like the white noise reducer. Oh my god. Is there a spirit here? It's on AM right now. I don't understand that. Hello? And I will tell you, like, it's that noise is like, oh my god. Like, the phone apps are so nice, you know, because it's words. You don't got all this shit. What? Did you say Seth? Who's this? Who is this? Who's here? It's definitely loud. I hope it ain't blowing your eardrums away. I'm just saying, if you're prepared, but this is the type of shit you gotta go through to try to filter through. Just preparing your ass. You know what I mean? I mean that in a good way. I'm just saying, trying to prepare you. Like, I don't want you to be disappointed, you know, it's not like 1, 2, 3, I hear from everyone. You know, it's like, it takes, I mean, time and dedication. Like, you gotta, like, bug the piss out of spirit if you want to talk to it. And it still might not ever come. I haven't had one do that yet, but I guess we'll see. There's always a first time for everything. Sometimes you gotta try like a motherfucker, you know? Anybody here? You want to do it on... I thought I heard something about Goose World. You hear it, dude? Alright, I'm gonna shut up for a minute. What? Help me? Who is this? Help you how? What? Is anybody here? Juice World? Do you say your name, Juice World? You want to say something, Juice World? Usually somewhere around or something. Who's here? Anyone? Celeste? Here, Celeste? I heard Celeste. Hey. Is there anything you want to say? Ford? Hey. Are the cops gonna have stuff figured out soon? You're still got a long time. Is there anybody here at all? What'd you say? Alright. I don't know what that said, but we're going to Essen, okay? And I'm going backwards. You can go forwards if you want to. This one's a little bit easier on the ears. The static isn't so, like, blow your eardrums away. You know? Like, I usually... I like to, like, do stuff and just have it going. It's just, like, it's like you need to find the perfect spirit box so it really enhances the voice and reduces the white noise. And there's like this really cute, like, it looks like an old speaker thing on Amazon that looks like it's something like that, but it just looks like a radio and you can like turn the knobs and stuff like that. I'm interested in that. I just don't know if it'll be any clearer than this one. I think it works, especially when there's a spirit around. A lot of times, any of that ghost device is not going to work because there ain't no damn spirit there. You take it somewhere where the spirits are, you'll be able to tell what tools work and which ones don't, you know what I mean? And, like, you can go to, you know, places that are known to be haunted to use it, to see if it will work. But you gotta know anything about the history to see if it'll say the person's name, because if it's just saying a bunch of shit and you don't know anything about the history, how the fuck are you gonna know a ghost is there? It ain't just saying random shit from the radio, you know? I don't know. But, I call ghosts to me. I don't go out and find them because I prefer to have somewhat control over who I talk to. Like, I want to feel like the spirit's safe. Like, they're not going to harm me, you know? You know, and it's just like, I'm just trying to help spirits connect with loved ones and stuff. And to say hi to them, like, hey, what up, motherfucker? We haven't forgot about you. Like, haven't forgot you guys. Who's here? Something about lonely? Who's lonely? Who the hell is lonely? I think I need to quit playing around so much. You probably think I do play too much sometimes. And I've been told I talk too much. Can you imagine that? One day I was like, we went to say something at the same time the speaker and me did or whatever. And I was like, every time I go to say something, you say something, and it's like, likewise. I'm like, likewise? What the hell? And then it's all of a sudden like, what do you want me to do, to be silent? It's like silence. I'm like, what the? It's on Ski Mask, this thing. I know it's like an hour long, and I'm sorry, but like, you know, it takes a long time to capture stuff. That's why my channel's called On Spirit Time. It takes a million, zillion years sometimes. Like, they come when they come. And I don't know what the reason for it is, but if you bug them enough, I think they eventually come, like, what the, you know, like, see what the hell you want, especially if they don't know you or something. They're probably like, what the hell do you want, lady? It's like, I don't know, to see if ghosts are real and say hi, shit. Like, see if we could talk to them, because I've always been curious about it. I always wanted to be born with the abilities, like Ghost Whisperer. You know, be able to, like, communicate with them, like, it be a gift, but I wasn't bestowed with that gift, unfortunately. I had to use tools and all kinds of shit, dude. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, like, I got a plasma ball. You wanna see it? See it? A black light right there. Got a pinwheel right there. Farley, what are you doing? A Ouija board right here. I don't know if you can see it. That's Randy Leach over there. I tried to contact him, but... Oh. I don't ever really have luck with stuff like that. It's like, I can only get a spirit to say, hey, how the hell am I going to be able to ask someone questions, you know? Like, they don't answer them. You know? Like, I try, but I don't know. I keep hearing, like, you know, like, limited, so I just feel like maybe stuff is limited. They can only expose themselves so much. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't even know if it was directed at me. I just know I hear a lot of things. I'm just not, half the time I'm not sure what to take serious and what to just let go, and it's hard. You just try to be the best judge of it you can. I hope I'm not a horrible channeler. I feel like I am. But, I wish you good luck and shit. And, like, GhostTube is another thing that people use, you know, the box, VOX. I like that one. I haven't really got to work with it a lot to know, like, to feel like it works, but I know the Sono X10, I believe that one works. You know, yeah, I've heard it, like, say stuff, like, I was listening to it, and it was like, duplex might move. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, game quest red flags. And then I remember one time it was like, please don't unalive me. Or it's like, don't unalive me. Calm down, please. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, and it's like, I don't know who it was for, nothing. But when it clarified, I was just like, you just hear random shit, you know? And it's just like, you don't know what spirit it's for. Like, you're left guessing. It's choppy. The communication is choppy. It looks like it's gonna be a half hour. I should probably get the hell off here. But it was nice, like, talking to you. And thank you for watching the videos. I hope this is helpful for you. But, yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Alright. Talk to you guys later. Bye.